Most people think they would recognize a narcissist instantly. They imagine someone loud, dramatic, arrogant, or obviously manipulative. But the truth is far more unsettling. The most dangerous narcissists aren't the ones who announce themselves. They are the ones who hide in plain sight, the ones who smile while they dismantle your confidence, the ones who pretend to care while slowly rewiring your reality. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how they do it. These are 7 psychological tricks narcissists use to control you without you even knowing it. And by the end of this video, I promise you'll recognize patterns you've seen before. Maybe in a coworker, a partner, a friend, or even someone in your family. Once you learn these tactics, you cannot unsee them. The first thing you need to understand is this. Narcissists don't control people by force. They control people by gradually shaping how their victims think, feel, and interpret the world around them. They use human psychology like a weapon, and the scariest part? Most of these tricks are subtle, invisible. They feel like normal behavior until you step back and see the bigger picture, so listen closely. Because the moment you can name these tactics, you disarm them completely. The first psychological trick narcissists use is manufactured trust. Before they manipulate you, they make you feel like you're safe with them. Like you finally met someone who understands you. They listen closely, not because they care, but because they're gathering ammunition. They study your insecurities, your dreams, your fears, your past trauma. Every detail you reveal becomes leverage. They will mirror your personality, your values, your sense of humor, even your emotional rhythm. You walk away thinking, wow, I finally found someone who just gets me. But what actually happened is more calculated. They created a false sense of connection, so you let your guard down. Narcissists know that once trust is established, influence becomes effortless. And the most terrifying part is that the version of themselves you bonded with never existed. It was a mask, shaped specifically to fit your vulnerabilities. The second trick is something psychologists call intermittent reinforcement, but narcissists weaponize it to an extreme level. One moment they shower you with affection, praise, and validation. The next moment they withdraw completely, ignore you, belittle you, or act disappointed in ways you can't explain. This cycle creates an emotional addiction. Your brain literally becomes hooked on the unpredictable highs. You start chasing the positive moments, trying harder and harder to win them back, not realizing you've entered a psychological trap. Narcissists understand that inconsistency creates obsession. The more they keep you off balance, the more power they have over your emotions. And here's the frightening part. Your mind will blame yourself, not them. You'll think, what did I do wrong? How do I fix this? But nothing you do will ever be enough, because the inconsistency is engineered to keep you dependent. The third trick is reality distortion. Narcissists slowly twist your perception until you doubt your own thoughts. They will deny things they clearly said. They will downplay your feelings. They will shift conversations so subtly that you walk away confused. They will rewrite events, blame you for things they did, and insist that you're overreacting or misremembering. Little by little, they train you to trust their version of reality more than your own. This is why victims often say, "I felt crazy." Because that's the goal. Once you doubt your own judgment, the narcissist becomes the anchor you cling to. They position themselves as the logical one, the reasonable one, the stable one, while you feel lost. And when someone controls your reality, they control every decision you make. The fourth trick narcissists use is strategic vulnerability. Most people think narcissists never show weakness, but that's not true. They will absolutely show weakness when it benefits them. They might open up about a painful childhood, a betrayal, a deep fear, or a tragic experience. And because you're empathetic, you let your guard down and want to help. But here's the truth. Their vulnerability is often a performance, a tool. They use it to make you feel protective of them, guilty for confronting them, or responsible for their emotional well-being. It creates a psychological bond where you feel like you can't hurt them, even when they're hurting you. Narcissists strategically reveal their wounds to excuse their behavior and keep you emotionally invested. And because the moment feels so real, you don't question it. The fifth trick is isolation disguised as connection. Narcissists want to be the center of your world, the one you trust the most, the one you turn to first. To achieve this, they slowly weaken your other relationships. They might hint that your friends don't actually support you. They might plant seeds of doubt about your family. They might make you feel like spending time with other people upsets them. And at first, it might seem sweet or romantic, like they just want more time with you. But over time, you realize your social circle is shrinking, your support system fades, and suddenly the narcissist becomes the only voice left in your life. The one you depend on, the one whose opinion shapes everything. The isolation never feels forced. It feels like a natural progression. That's what makes this trick so dangerous. The sixth trick narcissists use is weaponized criticism. They will wrap insults inside jokes. They will point out your flaws under the disguise of helping you improve. They will compare you to others in ways that make you feel inadequate. The goal isn't to destroy your confidence all at once. It's to chip away at it until you no longer trust yourself. Because a person with low self-worth is easy to control, narcissists target the parts of you that you already feel insecure about. They amplify your doubts, highlight your weaknesses, and then position themselves as the one who can fix you. But here's the dark truth. They don't want you to improve. They want you to depend on their approval. Every insult is a psychological anchor designed to keep you small, obedient, and unsure. And finally, the seventh trick is future faking. This is one of the most powerful tools narcissists use because it creates hope. And hope is one of the strongest forms of emotional control. They promise you a future that feels perfect. They talk about growth, commitment, success, or shared dreams. They tell you exactly what you want to hear, but none of it is real. The future is a fantasy they use to keep you attached in the present. They will use these promises to excuse their behavior, reset your frustration, or pull you back in right when you're ready to walk away. The illusion of the future becomes more powerful than the reality of the present. And by the time you realize the promises meant nothing, you've already invested too much emotionally to let go easily. So, what do you do with all of this? How do you protect yourself from someone who uses psychology like a weapon? The first step is awareness. The moment you recognize these tactics, their power weakens instantly. Narcissists rely on subtlety. They rely on confusion. They rely on your empathy. But once you can see the pattern, once you can name the behavior, once you can say, "I know exactly what you're doing," the manipulation collapses. You stop reacting emotionally. You stop giving them the responses they want. And most importantly, you stop blaming yourself. The second step is boundaries. Narcissists hate boundaries because boundaries expose their lack of control. But you don't need to argue. You don't need to explain. You don't need to justify anything. A narcissist will always try to cross your boundaries. That's how you know if the relationship is safe or not. Pay attention to how someone responds when you say no. That one word reveals everything. And the final step is understanding that walking away is not weakness, it's self-protection. Narcissists do not change because their behavior is not accidental. It's intentional, learned, practiced. If someone uses these psychological tricks on you, you are not dramatic, you are not overreacting, and you are not imagining things. You are recognizing manipulation for what it is. If you found this video helpful, make sure you subscribe for more psychological breakdowns just like this. And remember this, once you learn how manipulation works, it can never work on you the same way again.